Hello, everyone. My greetings to you. I welcome you in this virtual class conducted by Maharshi School. This is me, Indra Pokhral, and today I'm going to help you with four learning items: obligations and prohibitions, menus, postcard, and poster, as a part of compulsory English of grade 10, based on examination specification grid of secondary education curriculum approved by Curriculum Development Center. So this class is specifically designed to help the students of grade 10. However, the students of grade 9 may also find it equally helpful in their studies. So each of these items carries 5 marks in this writing section, type 1. So let's get started now. So the first learning item we are going to study is obligations and prohibitions, which carries 5 marks. So what do you mean by uh, obligations and prohibitions? Can you guess? Okay, so it means rules and regulations. Whenever we visit a public place, uh, such as a temple, church, museum, cinema hall, theater, then we are supposed to follow the rules and regulations, because public place is a place where people from various linguistic, cultural, and social backgrounds come and visit. That's why each individual is expected to behave in a socially accepted way, or let's say manner. So in order to create the social peace and harmony, it is necessary for everyone to comply with the rules and regulations. So what we are, what we have to do and what not to do. So let's have some tips how to write a set of rules and regulations. So first of all, uh, you have to focus on the tense. So that means tense can be written either active form or passive form. Okay. So tense means generally we use the present tense. That means is, am, are, was, were. This kind of auxiliary verb is the present tense, and you can use B1 or B5. Okay. So next, you can use the suppose sentence. If you divide the sentence into subject and predicate, so subject, which means which refers to the uh, noun, or let's say pronoun, to avoid the repetition, and nominalization, gerund, this kind of word you have to use as the subject. So remember, try to avoid the repetition by using the varieties of subjects. Sometimes you can use the nouns, maybe students, examinees, visitors, guests, depending on the situation or area that for which you are writing. And second, you have to use the pronouns. That means the variety of pronouns we have here: everyone, everybody, known, you. This kind of pronoun you can use alternatively. Next, you can use the gerund, which means before ing form. And next, you can also use the nominalization. That means the process of changing the verb into a noun. For example, violation, from violating or violate. So next part, the predicate part, you can also use differently. Remember, you don't have to repeat the same kind of structure in every points. So better to create the differences in the structure as well. So for example, you can use modals such as must, can, may, should in different sentences. And in other cases, you can also use the different verbs, like allowed to, prohibited, restricted, forbidden, permitted, expected. This kind of verbs you can use, okay, to create the difference. And next, you can also use the both positive and negative sentence. Uh, okay, so let's have a look at one simple answer. The set of rules and regulations for hostel. So this involves, here the same thing that we have talked. First of all, you can begin the set of rules and regulations with the uh, this kind of sentence. A set of rules and regulations to be followed in a hostel are as follows. Or you can also write in this way: the followings are the set of rules and regulations to be followed in a hostel. So next, you can follow the set of rules and regulations by giving numerals. For example, number one: students must respect the privacy of their fellow students. No student is allowed to go outside the school premise without the permission of hostel in charge. So if you observe point number one and two, so you find here the subjects, students and no students, okay, in each one and two number. And similarly, if you observe the structure, uh, there is must and is allowed to. So in first case, it is the active voice modal auxiliary we have used here, and the second case we have used here passive voice. Okay, so three number, everyone should keep their belongings to their designated places in order. And furthermore, they have to respect the seniors and love their juniors. Five number, everybody is supposed to help one another in times of need. Six, you must maintain your health and hygiene and keep your bed, room and surrounding neat and tidy. So three, four, five, six, you see. So what do you find here as a subject? Okay, that's good. So you find the pronoun as the subject in these numbers. Okay, so pronoun also we have used here differently. For example, everyone, they, everybody, you. So if you avoid this kind of repetition, then it will make the sentence sensible as well. And the second part, let's say the structure or predicate part, we have used should. Okay, this is the modal auxiliary we have used here, and I have to, it's supposed to, must maintain, this kind of structure we have used. Okay, now let's see seven number. Seven number is a little bit long sentence. Okay, it is divided into two sentences. Bringing and using the electronic gadgets, cell phones, computer games, etc. is not permitted inside the hostel. Damaging hostel's property may result in fine or compensation. So if you observe this point number seven, you can find the before as the subject. Okay, that means bringing and using, that is the before, and damaging in the second. So point number eight: each and every student has to follow the schedule of the hostel. So in eight number we have used here each and every student. Student has been repeated, but uh, this is preceded by each and every. So this is also slightly different. Nine number, violations of the rules and regulations may result in punishment. So in case of point number nine, there is nominalization violation. This violation is from violating. So this kind of subject also you can use here in the sentence. So if you observe the second part, that means the structure from 7, 8 and 9 number, you can find here is not permitted. Okay, may result, has to follow, may result. So this kind of variation we have used here in the structure. So let's have a look at the next question. Can you now write the set of rules and regulations for a park? So what do you write first? Okay, your beginning sentence will be, yes, the following are the set of rules and regulations to be followed in a park. Okay, this is the beginning sentence, and then you can specify all the rules and regulations. So how do you write now? Okay, so let's have a look here. Good. So can you observe this set of rules and regulations? So what do you find as the subjects? Okay, and can you see the second part? Good. Okay, so the first part in a sentence is the subject, and we have applied subjects differently here. So we have tried to avoid the repetition. That means visitors. Okay, and the first number, and In the second number, we have used here children, and then this is a very long, subject here. Students, differently abled people, people over 70 years. So sometimes subject can be long as well. Nobody, everyone, you, bringing pet animals, everyone, no one, feeding, haunting. These are the subjects which come in the first position in the sentence. And then second, can you observe the structure part, predicate part? Okay, so first there is the must, and then get. There is the simple present tense here in number two. Is allowed to, should, can, is prohibited, is expected, is allowed, is not permitted, is strictly restricted. So in the predicate part, we have the different structures. So this will create the sensible sentences. So next, let's have a look at the third question. So now this is the work you have to do by yourself. So obligations and prohibitions for a temple. Okay. So what do you write first? You observe yourself. Okay. Okay, good. So you begin with the first sentence. And everything is like before. Okay. So first of all, numerals, and then you have to pay attention to the subjects and predicate. As far as possible, you have to try to avoid the repetition. Okay, so next, let's move on to the set of rules and regulations for an examination hall. So you can see this example yourself. So what do you find here? The same thing, right? So we have created the differences. Now, for a museum. Okay, so you can learn this set of rules and regulations. This is for your information and knowledge. So now you have the assignment here. Uh, So three assignment. Please try to perform this one by yourselves. And let me tell you, dear folks, you have to write, minimum 8 rules and regulations. So average is 10. So, but you can write more or less. Okay, and your sentences should be sensible, not too long. Okay, and you can use present tense, as I said before, active and passive voice both. uh, Now I think you understood this one, so let's move on to the next learning item. So as the next learning item, we have here menus. So what do you mean by menus? Okay, so whenever you go to a restaurant, hotel, cafe, then you are first of all you see the menu to choose food items from the let's say from the list. Okay, so menu is a list of let's say food items in a restaurant or hotel, or let's say cafe. So you can see it is a list of dishes in a restaurant or hotel. So how do you prepare the menus? So if you prepare the menu, then you have to follow the certain parts, let's say guidelines. So first you put the topic. Okay, so what topic do you put there? The name of the hotel, and you can put the address followed by, let's say, phone number. Okay, and then second part, you have to write the food items. That means all the food items that you mention comes in the second part. And you can divide the food items into categories, different categories, let's say titles, subtitles. Okay, and third, you have to um, also highlight the titles. Let's say this comes in the second part. And third part, we say the thank you sentence. Okay, that means thank you and visit again. This comes at the last. And you have to include this everything in a box. So first of all, what do you write? Okay, topic. So what is the topic? That means the name of the hotel or restaurant. So second part, this may be followed by address or phone number. Okay, so this comes under first part. And second, food items. So food items you can categorize into certain groups, giving the titles or subtitles. And then last is the thank you sentence. You can say thank you for giving us a chance to serve you. Please visit again. So in this format, you see here three parts. First part is topic, second part is food items, and third part is thank you sentence. Okay, so let's see the sample. So prepare a menu for a restaurant. So how do you prepare? So what is the first part? Okay, topic means name of the restaurant, or let's say hotel. So what do you put as the name of the hotel? Okay, here is the Tiger Hotel. This is the topic. Okay, followed by address or phone number, but this is not compulsory. Address and phone number. However, you can give it to make it, let's say, give it more information. And the next, what do you put there? Second part. Okay, good. So second part involves the food items. That means you can categorize these food items into different titles and subtitles. So how many titles we have here? Okay, so we have here five titles total. Items, sorry, breakfast, momo, chow mein, rice, and beverages. And these titles also have subtitles here: items, size, amount. Okay, each title has three subtitles, and we have specified the food items. Okay, by mentioning the price as well as serving size as well. Okay, so this one is the second part, and so what is the third part we discussed? Okay, that means the thank you sentence. You can put here, thank you for giving us a chance to serve you. Please visit again. This one is the last one. Okay, so now you can easily, create or let's say design the menu. You have to focus on the three parts only. First, the topic. Second, the food items, and third, the closing sentence. Okay, next, you have the assignment here. Suppose you have opened a bakery cafe. Prepare a menu card for your newly opened cafe. Okay, so how do you prepare? Can you brainstorm? Hmm. Okay, so we have two number as well. Write a menu for a Paradigm restaurant. Okay, suppose you have to create or let's say design or write the menu for the Paradigm restaurant. So how do you write it? So you follow the same methods. You remember three parts. Okay, okay, now ladies and gentlemen, our next learning item involves postcard, which also carries 5 marks. So what do you mean by postcard? So that means greeting card. Okay, so postcard is written in order to send short messages. You can talk about your experience, exciting event, feelings. Okay, and you can send it to your friends, relatives. So you can say this involves the rectangular card, or let's say paper, and then you write the message. So this postcard is divided into two sections. So usually postcard is a, I told you, rectangular card, or let's say paper. On the one side, on the front side, you can find the image, or let's say picture of the public figure, or let's say celebrity. On the back of it you can find you know the empty space, which is divided into two sections. The first section is for the message, and the another section you write the receiver's address there with name. So why and when to write postcard? I already told you: to send short messages to your friend or relatives, to wish someone, to share your ideas and experience with someone, let's say, on special occasions like the same. So when you are writing or let's say wishing someone on the occasion of birthday, new year, festival like Christmas, okay, Losar, Tihar, etc., then you can write the postcard. So how to write postcard? Okay, so first of all, you have to create a box in order to design a postcard. and divide the box into two parts. The first part should be larger for the message, and the second part should be smaller means 1/4 section, you can say. And you have to start with the date followed by the greeting. That means you can say hi, hello, let's say dear. Okay, this kind of greeting you can put your, let's say, salutation. And next you can say you have to write the message of the postcard. Message means what you are going to write. Maybe you can talk about exciting event, your feelings, how do you feel, your plans and intentions. Okay, or if you are wishing someone, your wishing sentence should include here. Then fill other sections properly means second section you have to fill. So this one is the sample of postcard. You can see here this whole postcard is divided into two parts, right? Two sections. The first section is larger for the message, and the second section is for the receiver's, name and address. And first part follows the letter format. So there is the date here, just like in the letter. 11 August 2020. Hi Nikita. So you can say dear Nikita. Hi Nikita is the salutation greeting. Okay, and then the body part here. In body part, you can talk about your short and sweet sentences. You can talk about your feelings. How do you feel? Your plans and intentions. Okay, if you are visiting somewhere, you can talk about it. The places, the temples. Okay, and then you can enclose this later with uh, love. Okay, this kind of closing. Um let's say subscription here, Rima. And next, the second section, remember you have to make another small rectangular frame inside also for the stamp, and followed by name and address of the person you are sending to. And above this, in the middle center, just let's say a little bit on the right side, you can specify the postcard. Okay, so photo we have put here down. So this is not compulsory. So only you have to write the message. But if you leave the space for the picture and then you write with the word picture, uh, that is better. So let's see the next uh, you know sample for wishing Happy New Year. So how do you write or let's say design the postcard for Happy New Year? Let's say wishing someone. So this is also same. You have to divide the whole postcard into two sections, and you can talk about your let's say wishing. So first of all, there is the date here, 11 August 2020. Hi Binod, as the year unfolds to a new beginning, I extend you Happy New Year. May your life be blessed with steady progress, good health and success. May each of your footsteps lead you towards the right actions. Shower of happiness, peace and prosperity be upon you. Let your dreams come true through your hard work, wisdom, and confidence. My heartiest wishes to you. Wishing you a wonderful time ahead. And here we have here closing and subscription sham. Okay, so in this message, you find here how many sentences are there. Remember, word limit in postcard is let's say between 75, or let's say from 75 to 100. Okay, so in this letter, you can find here one, two, three, four, yes, five, six, as well as this one, seven sentences you can find here. So average, yes, seven, eight, let's say nine sentences you can write. So ranging from 75 to 100 words, and yeah, you have to write here the receiver's name as well as address. Okay, so address you can write small, location, and then uh, bigger and bigger. Okay, so next, moving on to the next question. So how do you write a postcard to your uncle telling him about your stay in a new hostel? So everything is same here, only message is different, right? So our design is same, enclosed in a box, and write the same everything here. Okay, so sometimes you may be asked to wish someone birthday, his or her birthday. So you can do everything same here, uh, ranging from 75 to 100 words. Okay, so now dear young learners, now we have poster as the next learning item here. So what is a poster? So this is a, let's say, message with the picture, okay, to advertise something, let's say. So poster is usually designed, let's say, created in order to attract the attention of some, let's say, people, okay, or let's say customers. So usually we see the poster of the movie with big pictures of the actor, actresses, and its artist, okay. And we also find the name of the movie and then character's name, okay, that means artist name, and with certain message. So you also find poster creating awareness. So okay, and you may find poster, like advertising something other also. So poster is a large paper, or let's say poster is a large, uh, printed paper document or something like that, in which we can find the picture with messages, okay, and name of the company as well. So we can say poster is a notice with a picture, which is usually designed to, uh, let's say, attract the attentions of others, so that okay, um, how to design a good poster. So in order to create a good poster, you have to write the short and sweet slogans. First of all, design a picture, write short messages to convey information, use big font size. Remember, poster is big, so that it is pasted on the wall. That's why the font size that we write, or let's say type, will be bigger one. So in this uh, poster also, you will write the big words, okay, sentences. So let's see the format. So what is our first part? This is the slogan part. Slogan means it is the statement saying something that carries the objectives of the organization. So let's say, or let's say this may be to, catchy sentence, some kind of catchy sentence to attract the attentions of the people. Then second part involves the picture. You can create the picture here, so that picture, they speak the 1,000 words, right? So if you draw the whale picture, then picture also will communicate the message. Then third, you can put the words as the message, okay. So you can create the short messages, maybe you can put in the point wise. Next, name of the organization. So usually we have four parts here: slogan, picture, short message, name of the organization. Let's see one sample here. So in this sample, you can find here the first, short message here: protect yourself and others against COVID-19. So is it a slogan? Okay, we can say this is a short message here. Okay, so this works, or let's say functions as a slogan. And next, below this one, there are other short messages given in a rectangular frame. That means cover your coughs or sneezes with tissues or your elbow. Put your put your used tissue in the rubbish bin or in a plastic bag. Wash and dry your hands often, especially after coughing or sneezing. Use soap or hand sanitizer. Stay away from others if you are unwell. So we have here the short four messages, and on the side of it you can find the picture, okay, that complies with the message. So the first picture, second, third, fourth, each picture is according to the message. And next, you can see below, I told you the name of the organization, maybe not the name of the organization, institution, government, ministry. So you can find here New Zealand government, okay. And next, at the top right side, you can find here Ministry of Health. So you can write, specify this kind of uh, organization, or let's say government, okay. And some other information necessary, you can also mention. So let's have a look at the next uh, sample. This is the poster to create awareness about cleanliness. So this is a very short, message here. Sanitation for all on the drive to 2015, and we have three pictures here. So no need to create so many pictures. You can draw only maybe one or two pictures, and the messages in order to comply, or let's say communicate the message uh, of the associated with the picture. Then you can observe this poster as well. So this is a very short. Okay, there is no so much long information here. Okay, so dear students, we have come to the end of our class now. So today you studied uh, obligations and prohibitions, poster, postcard, as well as menus. I hope you enjoyed the class. Thank you for joining me. Please keep watching my next videos for more learning items. So for now, let me say have a good day. Stay home, stay safe.